want to get into some more of these top headlines on this very busy Wednesday afternoon. Well, all eyes were on witness testimony today in the Alex Murdaugh murder trial, specifically focusing on this piece of video. I want to put up this tweet from Fox News multimedia reporter Mills Hayes. This is the video. She says Paul Murdaugh took at 8:44 p.m. the night of the murders. You can hear Maggie and Alex Murdaugh's voice in the background. Alex told law enforcement he was never at the kennels. So this is somewhat changing the trajectory of the timeline and narrative that has been presented so far. Let's go out now to Mills Hayes. She's standing by in Walterboro, South Carolina, right outside of the courthouse with this latest piece of news. Mills, this was quite shocking, I think, to a lot of people who have followed this story, who have followed this case from the very beginning.
Yeah, Andrew, it definitely was. And court just ended about 20 minutes ago. And we heard from two of Paul Murdaugh's really good friends, people he's been friends with for years, who knew the family really well. And they described the Murdaughs as having a very loving relationship between Paul, Alex, and Maggie, and that they always had good experience with them. But they also identified Alex's voice in that video that you guys will see. And that video puts Alex at the scene of the crime minutes before the prosecutors say the crime happened. Paul Murdaugh was shot and killed outside next to the dog kennels. And at 8:44 the night of the murders, he took this video. Take a listen to all the different voices.
That's a guinea.
This is a chicken. Come here, Bubba. Come here, Cash. Come here, Bubba. Cash.
You hear three different voices in the video.
Prosecutors say that shows Maggie, Paul, and Alex were together at the kennels. In opening statements, state prosecutors said that Alex told anyone who would listen that he was never at the kennels before they died. Just minutes before this video, Paul had been on the phone with his friend Rogan Gibson, whose dog Cash is shown in the video.
You recognize your dog?
I do.
You recognize Alex's voice?
Yes, sir.
100%?
Yes, sir.
Can you point out Alex Murdaugh, the person whose voice you recognize in this video in this courtroom, please?
Sitting right there in the gray jacket.
But days later, he tells the Murdaugh family and Maggie's family he heard Alex on the video at the kennels.
Told him in front of everybody that you had thought you'd heard Alex's voice too, right?
That's correct.
And he didn't push back whatsoever?
No, sir.
Maggie's phone was found the day after the murders on the side of the road about a half a mile from Moselle. Investigators testified Maggie's phone took steps and the camera was activated after prosecutors say she was already dead. When Alex left for his mom's house around 9:06 that night, his phone shows movement.
It appears the phones were not together, being moved by the same person.
Now, this disproves state prosecutors' theory that Murdaugh took his wife's phone and then disposed of it as he was leaving the scene. This means that Alex did not have Maggie's phone with him. So this could suggest, this would support the defense's theory that there were two shooters, or the fact that it just wasn't moved by Alex himself. So how the phone was moved, we don't know, but we do know that it wasn't moved by Alex. Andrew?
Okay, but what about the, I guess, point of contention about the data on the phone? Some are alleging there, and correct me if I'm wrong, that, call logs, text logs were deleted. Was that brought up today?
Yeah, it actually was, and there were photos taken of Maggie's phone after they recovered it, and it showed about 5 missed calls from Alex Murdaugh. But when investigators got Alex's phone in September, about 3 months after the murders, they were only able to find call logs from May and from one day in June, that was before the murders, and then after. But they weren't able to see the day of the murders. There was all the call logs of Alex calling Maggie at least 5 times the night of the murders were not on Alex's phone. And the investigator testified that someone had to have deleted them.
Okay, Mills, I just have a few more questions because I'm curious as well. Before today, we had only heard audio of these 3 distinct voices. Then the video was presented. That friend there, though, of Paul Murdaugh, quite definitive, quite confident that that was Alex Murdaugh on the video, his voice at least. What does this do now, though, to the defense? Because we've all been hearing, you've been talking about it, that as far as we know, they were telling us he was nowhere near the scene of the murders before they happened.
Right. Well, it definitely is maybe too soon to tell. This is something that hopefully we'll learn a little bit more about in court tomorrow in the next few days. But you heard it there. Defense attorney Jim Griffin, who is representing Alex Murdaugh, asked one of his friends if Alex had tried to say that he wasn't there whenever he told the family that he heard Alex at the kennels. So he didn't try to say that he wasn't there when his friend was there. So we're going to have to wait and see how they're going to explain all of that. But it definitely changes the timeline that Alex gave to law enforcement. He told them that after dinner, all three of them had dinner together. He laid down, went to check his phone, took a nap, and then he left to go to his mom's house. So
right.
He never told law enforcement in any of the interviews that he was at the kennels.
Okay. Mills Hayes, great reporting. We're going to continue to do these daily check-ins with you about what happened there in court, and we'll see you tomorrow.